It's peaceful and quiet right now in this park, but it wasn't this way years ago. I go back and I think back in my life, and I go back over 60 years. Some memories have that type of ability to stay with you for a lifetime. I go back and I go back and go back to 1960. There was a lot of activity around this area back then, caused by one individual who felt that they could do what they wanted to, including breaking the law in some form, style, or shape. And I remember back listening to the phone calls coming through the house and other connections that were around discussing what occurred on this particular event back in 1960. There was many police of several kind in the area here at that day back in 1960, and they were all looking for a particular individual because they found a damaged vehicle on the road nearby. But in my lifestyle, that was nothing unusual out of the ordinary. The individual happened to be a family relative, basically a father, who stopped off at his local watering hole and decided that drinking one more for the road was something to do. And that's what he did. Now, he left the bar, got in a pickup truck, and he went and drove to go home. Now, he didn't make it home because in his situation, he was too drunk to keep the vehicle in a straight line, and he ran it off the road and hit a culvert that had those wooden posts nearby. And one of those posts got underneath the frame when he went over the side of the road, or went off the pavement, and broke the tie rod. So now he's panicked, thinking he's going to get another DWI charged. So he runs off, and he hides. He hides in this area here because he found water and other type of facilities to let him actually allow the body to consume the alcohol and to get it out of his system. In the meantime, the police were called, and his twin brother, by the way, was a member of the Altoona Police Department, came along involved in a search. And they couldn't find him for hours because I'm walking on some of the area which he was involved in. Every time he saw a police officer or part of the department of a different type of a police department, he would take up and find a new hiding spot. And that's what he would do. He'd run off and avoid responsibility. As the sun started to set, he realized that he was away from the bar for so many hours and that he would not have a BAC higher than the legal limit for driving. So he concocted a story saying that the tie rod failed and he ran off the road. But that was a lie. He actually was drunk, then ran off the road and broke the tie rod when the vehicle struck the culvert area where they had the posts. But that's what he would do. And this is one of the things I remember back that far ago. It's been 62 years ago. And throughout life, he's never been responsible for things which he has done in many ways. So he ended up trying to get away from this responsibility as well. And this is one of my issues I dealt with throughout my life, is his irresponsibility.